Welcome to our spelling netcast. Make sure that you're prepared with our zip top bag, a pair of scissors, a nice pencil, and, of course, our glue stick. Raring to go. And, of course, we need our spelling book and our spelling words. All right, so let's get to cutting our spelling words out. Remember that while we're doing our spelling, we're not looking to memorize these words. Don't memorize them. What we want you to do is we want you to listen and figure out the patterns that we're teaching you so that the patterns will make sense, not just to memorize words. Because we got a billion words in our, well, not really a billion, I exaggerate a little. We got a lot of words in our English language, and they don't always follow the rules, but what we can do is we can put together some sorts with some similar patterns and learn what those patterns are and what the rules are that go with them and see if those will help us. Now, when I cut these out, I like to make sure I don't cut those out. It makes it easier for me to write them across my page so it's not all crazy. And then I go through and I cut them one strip at a time, and then I put them on top of each other and then cut them. Now remember, as we go through these words, what I want you to do is I want you to cut them out first, then I want you to spread them out a little bit. Keep this, because I'm going to cut this off, and I'm actually going to glue that right up on top here. So let's get that done first. Let's take a little bit of glue, and then we're going to glue this on top. That will keep us in order of what we're doing here. And it looks like we're doing suffixes today. And so we're going to set our words off to the side here. We're going to spread them out just a little bit so I can see which words I want to use today. So we'll just kind of spread these out a little bit. And you can make sure that you do this at home, exactly what I'm doing, so that you can find the words that I am searching for. You find them, you write them, do exactly what I'm doing here. And that'll make us all better readers, better writers, and better spellers. All right, here we go. What I'm going to do across here is I'm going to write these up. You notice I'm going to leave a blank line here, and I'm going to write these on. Dash A-R-Y, underline, dash E-R-Y, underline, dash O-R-Y, underline. Now I can take these, since I've wrote those up and they're nice and even, I'm going to cut these up, and I'm going to put them in my zip top bag, because when you finish with your words, you're going to put them in your zip top bag and put them on the fridge or somewhere where you can keep them. All right, so let's go through these suffixes. And as you know, a suffix is actually an ending to a word. We actually add something to the end, and it changes it, or it adds a different meaning to it, something like that. So what we're doing is we're looking at the A-R-Y, E-R-Y, and O-R-Y suffixes. Now, the one thing I want you to know about these three suffixes is generally, when you see these, that's going to make things nouns or adjectives. All right? And we know what a noun is. It's a person. Oops, I better write that like that. It's a person, it's a place, it's a thing, or it's an idea. Okay? There's actually 4 things that a noun can be. Make sure whatever I write on here, you write on yours, right where I write them. So write things small, compact it a little bit. Don't have to be itty-bitty, but make sure you write them like I do. Now, an adjective actually is a word that helps to describe or modify. a noun. So it changes it. It helps it describe or modify. And we're going to look at a couple of them here, and you'll see. The other thing I want you to know about an ARY, ERY, ORY is not all of these words have a base word or a root word. So we're going to look at a few of them. We're going to start out with let's start out with this one right here. Let's go with bravery. Bravery. And you'll notice that brave, B-R-A-V-E, is actually a root word. Make sure you underline the E-R-Y. So that one does have a root word. But when we look at another word like this one, category, we're going to put that under O-R-Y, C-A-T-E-G-O-R-Y, underline the O-R-Y. Categ is not really a root word. So category is actually, there's no root word to it, but it is still considered a suffix, an ending to a word, because category is a noun. It's an idea. It's the category of things. We can actually categorize things. So isn't that interesting? So let's look at for another word here. Let's start, actually, you know what? Let's start with some ARY words, and we're going to just go through a few of those. So let's start with imaginary. Imaginary. A-R-Y. Imagine is the root word. We put an imaginary, and it actually describes a noun. That's an imaginary friend. I have an imaginary friend. I lost him years ago, so hopefully he'll come back and visit me sometime. But we also have here at our school, we have a secretary. So S-E-C-R-E-T-A-R-Y. Make sure that you're finding these words. When I find them, write them down like I am, okay? Imaginary, secretary. Interesting. Let's find another one. Let's find another word. Something that we have here at school. We'll stick on this school thing. Library. Library. Now, libra is not really a root word, but, you know, it... make it a library. We're going to have to look up that word. I'm interested to find out why it is a building with books. So, let's see. A liber, L-I-B-R, or E-R, actually means book. L-I-B-R, and so we put A-R-Y. So that means this right here means book. And that is actually in Latin. Ooh, we're learning a little Latin. That's pretty groovy. So, liber means book. Airy means, it's a suffix, so we put it a library, which makes it a noun. Sweet. We're all learning stuff. So we got airy. Airy. Huh. Let's go into the E. Let's do some ERs, because I'm not going to do all of the words for you. I hope you understand that already. And that shouldn't be a mystery to you, because you should know that I am not going to do all your work for you. Mystery. Uri. Bravery. Isn't that interesting? Listen to those sounds. We got airy over here. We got Uri over here. Let's see if we have another Uri over here. How about we do stationary? Ooh, this one is different. Stationary. Airy? Uri? That doesn't work. So we're going to do what is called an oddball right up here, because it would fit in here, except I want you to do it by sound. So we're going to put the oddball up here. Stationary. Underline that, because that is part of it. Stationary. That is an oddball. And I'm going to come back to this word because I want to show you something interesting that I think is interesting. All right, let's go into another word. Let's do one more ER. How about delivery? Bravery, mystery, delivery. Beautiful. ERY. Nicely done. All right, ERY. Now, let's go into the ORY. And let's start with, we got category down there. But I wanted to look for another one that we might as well just do this one because we teach history. History. So we're going to underline that. History. All right. Ori. We got airy, uri, ori. Airy, uri, ori. Let's do this word right here. Century. Ooh. This doesn't belong in here, here, or here. So this one would be an uri, like century, like bravery. There's not a lot of words in the English language that have the U-R-E-Y at the end. So you can look at that one. We're going to make that an oddball also. All right, leave a little space because I want to write something right there. So we're going to put century, century. Put that right there. Underline that U-R-Y because that's an oddball. Because remember, we're doing sounds at the end. Let's do one more. Let's do, here we go. Victory, victory. Put the underline right there and we got it. All right, so we're looking at sounds. Imaginary, bravery, category. But I want to look at one more ARY word. Do you recognize that? Stationary. Let's put that one on here. Stationary. Underline that ARY. And I want you to notice that this is a stationary, but they have two different spellings. So I want to tell you that stationary, ARY, means not moving. Write it. I want you to know that ARY means you're not going to move. Stationary, ERY, is writing paper. Not pepper. P-A-P-E-R. That's one P-E-R. All right, I guess I better erase that. That's kind of crazy. So, even Mr. Anderson makes mistakes. So, writing paper. One thing you can remember about station ERY for writing paper is if you write a letter, L-E-T-T-E-R, stationary, E-R-Y, is a letter or writing paper. Isn't that cool? All right. A couple other things I want you to recognize. Oh, that right there, this and this is called a homophone because they sound alike. Cool. They sound exactly the same. So that is a homophone. Sweet. One thing I want you to do, and I'm not going to do it on here because I want to see if you actually are paying attention on this. I want you to write me down whether they are nouns, put that there, put that by the words that are nouns, and put that by the words that are adjectives that describe. And we're going to talk about this week, all right? All right, so what I need you to do is take the rest of these words that are here. I need you to sort them, say them, write them. Make sure you get done the noun and adjective activity I have for you and get them done. See how beautiful they are? All right. Hope you learned something. See ya.